This video is sponsored by Bityard. With over 400 cryptos to trade on their spot, perpetual coin futures, USDT futures, with leverage of 1x to up to 125x, you can trade foreign exchange, commodities like gold, silver and oil, and traditional markets like Nasdaq, all with some of the lowest fees available on any trading platform. You can use their copy trader to copy other traders with better performance than you, or you can become a copy trader yourself and earn a few extra percent from the people that follow you. Plus you got 9 out of 10 stars from the Coin Bureau guy. Bityard! Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm going to make a quick video on the KCS Fud at the moment. So KCS obviously falling to the depths of despair at the moment because of this FUD that's taking place, right? So I'm not one for all this FUD, but you know, we've had Celsius and all these other things, but we've not had an exchange, like a proper crypto exchange, go insolvent, and one of significance being Kucoin. So Kucoin is one of the biggest ones, and we look at the trading volume over here, we're talking close to 700 million in a 24-hour period in a downwards market. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of trading volume, and if anyone knows how trading exchanges make their money, it's from the fees applied to every trade that gets made, right? That's how it works, which is why I suppose if you're going to set up any exchange, you should use the links that I've got, because it gives you 20% off, at least 20% off all your trading fees. So if we think about what this is like close to 700 million in a downwards, sideways, boring market on a day like today, or the last 24 hours, and it's down right 10%, no big deal. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of trading fees that have been applied to all those trades, which means a lot of profit. We'll be talking tens of millions getting made just in the last 24 hours, just for Kucoin alone. You can only imagine what Binance is getting. So yeah, the idea that they're going to go insolvent because they're overexposed to something like Luna and UST, which they may have been, but I don't think it's going to be enough to seal their fate in bankruptcy. I just don't see it being possible. You know, they're in the top 5 exchanges there. The volume's huge, even in this downwards market. They will have made so much money in the last 2-3 years just from trading alone, and they continue to make profit as we see. We see how it's working. I know how it works. We all know how it works. That's tens of millions in a 24-hour period. So the more I thought about it, the more ridiculous it seemed. And the more of an opportunity it kind of became. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is the low or this is the bottom. I've got trading bots mostly accumulating KCS, and obviously they've been going crazy throughout this period as well, because a downwards trend on a KCS chart means an upwards trend on a trading bot, which basically means buying and selling to the max. I've also been buying and selling, scalping it myself, increasing the amount I'm getting of KCS on those trading accounts so I can apply more bots. And I actually think this is going to turn around, because the chances of this "trust me bro" tweet being legitimate, there's nothing to back it up. They're not backing it up in any way. They're just saying, "Trust me bro, going insolvent." So let's have a look at the chart, see what we can apply to the chart. But again, you know, I would be absolutely, unbelievably shocked if that "trust me bro" tweet was real. So obviously, being below all major moving averages on a daily is no good. That's not what you want to see. We can think about a horizontal trend line of where we could be looking for some sort kind of support, and it's actually all the way down here around $6. So if I was to be stocking up on this for a big hodl bag, I would definitely start going into this a lot heavier around $6. Now we're looking at this on a log scale, so it makes it easier to recognize the dangers of the $6 zone. So even though that is a relatively good area of support, as is where we are right now, but it's not particularly strong, we'll have to take it to a weekly. We can have a look at what other moving averages are below us on a weekly, because KCS, like all the exchange tokens, did pretty well and continue to hold value in comparison to where they were prior to the alt season. So still up significantly. I mean, absolutely significantly from the beginning of that alt season. At this very current moment in time, still 10x up from the beginning of the alt season. So that's significant. Now, if we have a look at that trend line that we formed here, the horizontal comes in around $6, is also where the 20 weekly is, the magical 20 weekly. So if we were to come down to that 20 weekly, which is also the horizontal, which is also a flat figure of $6, seems to me like it would be rude not to try and make that purchase for the long term. Because remember what I'm saying about these exchange tokens, right? These exchange tokens, provided the exchanges don't go anywhere, and we're putting a bit of, we're putting our necks out a little bit, considering everybody seems to be tweeting about insolvency for Kucoin, which, like I say, I highly doubt. This looks like it's forced selling due to the FUD, and we're going to reach these areas of significance relatively soon, to which I will be taking advantage of it. Like I say, exchange tokens across the board, for me, are some of the better altcoins to hold. Whether or not you buy them here or wait till the bear market has ended or the catastrophe of the world's economy has imploded, who knows what's going to happen. But if there were to be altcoins which seem to be a relatively safe bet, all exchange tokens are those. They are that is the one. So I'm talking FTT, Crow, BNB obviously, and KCS and GT token, and maybe even the Probit token. Who the hell even knows these days? But you can see where I'm coming from. So this does look like it wants to venture its way down here inevitably in a downwards market. So if we continue to go down for Bitcoin again today, to be honest with you, because it's an American holiday, trading markets are open. We've only got the 24-hour markets, like, yeah, they're not even pre-markets. But the Nasdaq, again, you know, isn't really technically trading. Oil, I suppose, isn't really technically trading. So it's not really a trading day. We don't have the volume as we would do on a normal trading day. Plus, you got all your CME futures and things like this for Bitcoin. So it's not really a trading day. But yeah, 24 hours in crypto. Yeah, 7 days a week, doesn't care about holidays. It's just always going to be going. But it does feel like the overall destination for KCS is going to end up around about $6 and see where we go from there. And again, it would be rude for me not to apply a decent big buy around here. And I'll probably stick it into my bot trading platform as well, because yeah, I want to hold on to it for a prolonged period of time. I'll have a hodl stash of it, but yeah, I'm trying to increase the amount of KCS that I've got consistently, and I've been doing that through bots quite successfully over the last 4 weeks, almost doubling the amount that I started with, and obviously that's largely now down to do with this FUD as well as the overall downtrend. So the point of this video is that, you know, if we think about the trading volume and what we're seeing here, we apply trading fees over to the top of it, and we think about this on a daily basis, day after day, week after week, and at the moment this is pretty low volume compared to what it could be because of the nature of the market. Kucoin are going to be making an absolute bloody fortune, right? They are going to be making an absolute killing, because every day that goes by, with every second of every day of every week of every month, they are going to be raking in tens and tens of millions on a daily basis. Probably it wouldn't even surprise me if on their peak trading days, when things are really going up massively or down massively, it doesn't really matter what direction it's going, they're making money on the trading fees. It wouldn't even surprise me if they were getting close to 100 million a day on some of these times. I mean, look at Binance. I mean, CZ was talking the other day, and some AMA I was listening to, and he said, look, I mean, we've made enough money through our and this is how we make our money. He said that we 95% of our money is made from trading fees. So it's going to be the same for all these exchanges, really. He says, look, that's how we make our money, and look, we made enough money in the last in this last few years to be able to sustain the business without any profit for 10 years. And so that obviously we can see that there's 10 times the amount that that Binance is getting than Kucoin's getting just on this last 24-hour period. But Kucoin will have certainly made an absolute killing and continue to make a killing every day. So the idea of it going insolvent, to me, the more I've thought about it, it seems more ridiculous. And the idea that we're going to get a discounted price for KCS is like a blessing in disguise. And I'm not suggesting that this is something that you want to be buying right now, although I have been buying into it on this way down, more or less at this level, just a little lower than this. I bought a load yesterday. But I think its destination is $6, and we'll see if that holds. If it doesn't hold, so be it. It's still something that I want to accumulate with all the other exchange tokens. But the main thing is, the more I thought about the idea of this FUD, the more ridiculous it sounds. You can withdraw. I did withdraw my spot trading accounts worth just to see if it worked. It'll probably go back in there when I'm ready. But for the moment, I'll just leave it off my bot trading account, just leaving it to go. I doubt they're going to go insolvent. They are making an absolute fortune. You know, it's just very unlikely to happen. And all this FUD is doing is just bringing KCS down and allowing for lower prices. So fear in the market, and for those who enjoy a bit of fear, fear is good for those who don't have it. And I particularly, you know, not particularly fearful of Kucoin going insolvent. Just doesn't seem realistic to me. It's just an opportunity to take advantage of this forced selling, these lower prices on KCS. Anyway, as far as the rest of the market's concerned, it's going to be a bit of a non-event day. I've got to go swimming with my daughter in a minute, so I'm going to leave it with you there. To be fair with you, if you want to join the Patreon, I'm doing a Patreon live stream tomorrow and again on Friday. But outside of that, just join the Telegram. You know, the bear market is still in full swing. We're looking for this to come to an end between now, September, October, November. So it's definitely worth sticking around in crypto, even if you're not buying it, just to monitor the situation, just to keep an eye on the prices, just to make a plan for what it is that you're looking to buy and when you're going to buy it and why. This is, you know, it's always a bit of a blanket statement where people say, oh, bear markets make millionaires. And it's not because you're buying all the time in a bear market, it's because you're able to strategize and make a plan for when this turns around. And as far as I can see, you know, I think this month is actually going to have a bit of a bounce, a significant bounce, you know, not just for traditional markets, but crypto as well, and probably altcoins as you know, through association with that. But the bear market will likely be at an end, you know, at the end of this year. You know, we'll probably be in an uptrend by the end of this year, and maybe we could even confirm that to be a new bull market. So stick around, make a plan, and part of my plan is accumulate exchange tokens, KCS being a big one that I'm looking to accumulate, and Crow as well. And yeah, that's my plan, and my plan is, I suppose, materializing in front of my eyes due to FUD. So it'll be silly for me to not take advantage of this. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. I wouldn't be too concerned about Kucoin, and if you did want to join Kucoin, do it with my link, 20% off for all your trading fees for life. That'll make them insolvent if you click that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Take it easy.